Hey guys, I thought I'd make a slightly different video. It's gonna be about, oh my god, my eyebrows. I'm an alien. Yeah. It's gonna be about tunnels for a change. How to put in a double flared tunnel. Now, something that a lot of people don't seem to explain properly on YouTube is that Um, they're always going about how after the first few times it will get easier to put them in, as if you're just adjusting to putting them in and you just have to figure out how to do it right. No. um, when your ears, like each time you size up, you will have the difficulty again. And they're always sort of like easy, just going like that. It's out. Oh, I've got an awkward angle. Never mind. You can see my cat's also. And then just quickly that in. I can do it with one hand if I need to. Because like they're often ones who haven't sized up in months. Because this one I haven't sized up in months. Now it can fall out for hours. It'll still go back in, like super easy. Um, so whereas with this one, I had a bit of difficulty getting the tunnel in at 8 mm. Um, but because it was silicone, it went in quite easy. If your ear is healed, I always recommend using silicone because it is easier to get in a double flared tunnel because it's squidgy. Whereas this one is acrylic, so it's hard, but the flares aren't as big. So it's different points that you prefer. I think this will hopefully go back in after I take it out. Ooh. That one of this cat's bum hole. They will get gunky and stuff, but just clean them out, like wash your ears and stuff. I cleaned this one this morning, so it's alright. So it helps if you sort of like rub and massage your ear like before, just like that. I've had this at 12 mm. Did I say 10 earlier or 12? Oh no, it's 12 now. I've had this at 12 mm for a week or two now. I'm not really sure. It's fallen out a couple of times. Sometimes I can't get it straight back in after. In which case I put my taper back in and then leave that in for an hour or so, and then it normally slides straight back in. If not, I just use a lubricant to help. And yeah, so you sort of want to grab it at the bottom. You can put it through the front or the back. It's your preferred choice. My one's got even sized flares on either side, so it doesn't make a difference on which end of it I use, but for some it's different on each side. I do it through the front. Just want to grab it at an angle. Have it sort of tilted, so like the bottom goes through but the top doesn't. And feel it with your thumb at the back. And just sort of slowly guide the rest of it in. There you go, there you go. I don't think it's gonna go. Oh, that just, oh no, it went in. Alright. I thought I'd just gotten it all in, but the other side had like popped out. But it didn't, and I've got a bit of a cold, thanks to Chloe. It may be just my hay fever, but she gives me colds all the time. If you can't do it, then I deeply recommend vitamin E oil or jojoba, jojoba. I don't know how it's pronounced. Oil, they're both great and they're good for your hair and stuff as well. But because I'm broke and don't go shopping a lot, I use Vaseline because it's cheap and I've like always had it in. Like, I don't use it for like my lips or anything. I use it purely for stretching my ears. You really shouldn't. If you can get jojoba or vitamin E oil or any other recommended lubricant, then you should. But pretty much everyone I know uses Vaseline. Apart from a few people who I know have done it with shower gel, but then it's gotten infected. So I really wouldn't recommend that. So yeah, the main point is every time you size up, it will become difficult again for the first few times to get a double flared tunnel in. They normally recommend to wait a month or so, but if you're like me and are just trying to size up quickly and only have like one tunnel for each size and don't like single flares, then and you don't really want to sit with a tape in your ear for ages, just wait until like a few days when it's like stopped being super gunky and put it in. But it will be more difficult. It's always easier when it's been like when it's healed a bit more. Um, but to each their own. You can do what you want. That's what they recommend. Um, yeah, silicone's easier than any other type. Single flares is much easier, but what I find with them, the reason I don't personally like them, is because I always lose the flares, like the O-rings, not the flares, and then they just fall out. The only like tunnel slash taper slash plug that I haven't lost an O-ring or both to depending, was my 8mm one, because it had a little dip down where the O-ring goes, so it didn't just fall off easy, like with all my others. I'm also going to be going to a wonderful shop called Unicorn this weekend with Chloe, and I'm gonna buy a new 16mm because you can't really tell on here like that. That's just, I can get a new tunnel in that easy. Like a 16mm probably, it may take a little bit for it to go through. You shouldn't dead stretch, but this has been stretched for so long. I really like doing this. This has been stretched for so long. It's just like naturally sunk a little, and it's got that extra millimeter or two. You can kind of tell, I think. Like that bit you can sort of see that's not my skin is the back of the tunnel, like the flare, not that bit. Oh my god, I can't explain. But yeah, it seems ready to size up, and then I'll be able to put this one in this ear when it's ready, because I've lost my two other 40mm plug slash tunnels. So I don't really want to have to buy another 14 when this one's so close to sizing up stage. Well, no, when this one's gone past sizing up stage, and I want to go up from 14 anyway. So I'll probably take this one up to 16 and this one up to 16. And then I won't really have the money to buy any higher, so I'll have to wait a little while and go up to 20. Then go up a bit higher. And then just thought I'd show my usual subscribers what my hair's now like. Ah, it's sitting like that. That's cute. I can't really think of a colour to describe it until Alicia said it's watermelon coloured. It may not look it on the camera, but oh my god, it so is. It's got that little like green but with a slight blue tinge that watermelon has. Like the skin of it, and then because I've got that one pink one, my little rebel lock, the punk one that refuses to be another sheep. That's like the inside of it. Oh my god, so I've realised I now have watermelon dreadlocks. It's not the colour I was aiming for. I was hoping it would be a bit more blue than it is. But that's the beauty of mixing your own hair dye. You can find new colours that you think look amazing, as opposed to box colours. It's like, it's more personal and unique, and you can find something you really like. That needs to be thingied in. I get a little bit of loose hair around where my hawk is. And, oh, don't do that hair. My hawk is really growing out. One day before I dreadlock it and add, like, make it all the same, I think I'm gonna liberties like these. Like, it'll be longer by then, obviously. I think I want it to be like 3 inches or so, so it'll be just like that long liberty spikes. I'm not sure how well it'll work, but I really want to do it, have it look proper punky. It's just getting so long. It's getting really hard to deal with. It makes me want to shave it all back off, but I don't at the same time. Like, I really want a full head of hair, but I freaking hate this stage. I hated it when I had my undercut. Another problem I had was when I was attaching rubber bands to my hair after dyeing it to make sure if any dreadlocks did come undone and know where they were, I accidentally attached one to my fringe without realising. So all this part I had a hairband round and I still didn't realise, so I was crochet hooking it thinking it would like just come apart a little, and then I realised it's my freeform. It is my fringe. So I've kind of taken it apart, but it kind of sits different now because it's still a little dread at the top, but because they're freeforming I don't want to completely take it out. But I was just like stabbing at it, I cut through my finger. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, you can't see now, I've been tearing at the skin. That's the problem, but I mean, look at it. I've got that little bit of pink left in, but it doesn't look very pink because it mixed with the other dye. And then the one I dyed green the first time, like you eat. Yeah. Still looks a bit funny. I may sort this look out one day. I don't know. Well, I'm quite happy with it. They did undread a bit, which was rather unfortunate. Most of my extensions stayed completely dreaded, but my hair up here stayed dreaded at the root, but there was like 2 inches that came undreaded, and all the extensions came out, apart from like 4, which is a little annoying. But yeah, I've got some dye in my neck in places. I don't think you can see it on the camera. Yeah? No, I don't think you can. You can see the bit on my forehead, kind of. My hand's not green anymore, but my nails are. Look at that. How disgusting is that? I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Hay fever. I've got my window permanently open. It's just thanks for watching. I hope this helped anyone with tunnels and interested, anyone about my hair. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave any comments. Post a request for me. I will do almost anything, especially anything piercing, hair or makeup based. As long as it's vegan, it will be done. Okay. Alright, thanks guys.